Well, finally got a Harley. This is a 2012 Dyna Wide Glide, and I love this thing. I've already had it on a road trip. Took it from Lincoln back to Kearney and back here again. Got a couple of issues, and today we're going to work on them a little bit. But first I'll kind of give you a bike walk around so you can see everything. I'll show you what we're going to be working on. Alright, so like I said, this is my new to me 2012 Dyna Wide Glide, and it's a little bit dirty, mostly because I just haven't cleaned it yet. But as you can see, I've got a turn signal that is not mounted. It was mounted when I got it, and then I broke the turn signal mount, so you can see there's a mount still on here. The screw on that one is stripped out, and then that one's still mounted. There was 4 mounts on it though. It had a big batwing fairing on it when I got it, had a radio in it and stuff. I took that off immediately. But yeah, so I'm doing turn signals and headlights today. So I've got a new 5 3/4 inch headlight to fit in there. Got some LED turn signals and some new fork brackets to replace those. I do believe this color option was called Big Blue Flame. Not a huge fan of it, but it is growing on me. So, and then back here, tail light without the cover on it. That cover that was here was brand new, but it popped out again. So I'd assume that this bullet housing probably has a little bit of a warp to it, and so that's why the lens didn't stick in. So I'm hoping my new smoked lenses stick in when I get the LED lights put in, but we'll see. Other than that, it is a stock 103 Wide Glide. It's got that case cover there is the only thing on it that's aftermarket at this moment. Like I said, it did have the fairing on it. It also had some soft saddlebags on it that I hated. Took those off immediately as well. All right, so I got all of our stuff in front of me here that we're going to be putting on today. And then this next box is my turn signal kit. So first up here, we've got a bunch of the new lenses. These are smoked lenses that should pop right into the bullet housings. As you can see there, smoked lens, kind of thick. Looks about to be the same thickness as the original lenses. So they should look fairly original, just with a LED back and that smoked look that looks super good on everything. And then next up in this kit, I don't remember what they call these, but these are basically like if your turn signals aren't working properly, you got to wire these in. I'll have to look up and see what these are called, but hopefully I don't have to use these. They basically like regulate the flow of energy to the lights, I guess. I don't know. I don't like wiring. I don't like electricity. And then we got all of our little LED pods here, and they all, just looking at them, it's hard to tell which ones are the rears and the fronts, just because none of this is labeled, but I was able to kind of figure it out. So here, I'll open these up, or open a couple of them up so we can look at them, because I have not opened them up yet. But they're super simple, it looks like. It seems to be that you got your socket here, goes into your light, where your light would normally go, and then the back of it, and the front of it here is all your little lights and stuff. This one I can kind of tell, I don't know, it's going to be hard to tell, but there's like yellow on the outside, so this is a front. I can tell that, but I don't know. These should work well, and they just stick in there and the lens goes over top of them. on the outside, so I think that'll look pretty nice. So excited about that. And the last piece to the puzzle today, which I'm probably the most excited about, this is a cool light that I didn't know was going to be an option for my bike, but like I said, I got everything on Amazon, and when you go on Amazon, pretty much everything's an option. So I really like the Hogworks, the older style Road Glide dual headlights. You know, they got the grill on them just like this basically. I really like the look of those, but I couldn't find the small ones that go on these smaller bikes or older bikes, and I found this one, which I think is really cool. So it's a little bit different than the Hogworks. I honestly don't even know the brand of this one, but it came off Amazon. Essentially, daytime running light, across the middle, your low beam and your high beam up here, whites and orange as well. So it can all be orange, or it will all be white, with the exception of the orange strip in the center. But I think it'll look super good on the front of this bike, just because I love the way that this looks. I was reading through the reviews on all of these products before I bought them, and the one thing I'm hoping I'm not going to have any issues with is people were saying that this doesn't quite fit the housing properly. And I haven't tested it yet, but we will see what happens there. I don't know, it looks like, I think it looks like it's gonna fit fine, to be honest. All right, so we're here at the back of the bike. This lens was already missing because it fell out on the road somewhere. This lens, gotta get off of there. I thought maybe I could just take it off with my hand. Maybe not. I grab a screwdriver quick. All right, got my flathead screwdriver. Going to try to take these off nicely if I can. But it doesn't seem like they want to come out very nicely. No. Oh, there's the slot. I was like, there's got to be a slot on this, right? There is. All right, got that out. Then these bulbs should come out easy. They just twist one way or the other, come out just like that. Those do have slots, okay. Then take our tail light here, or what it should be a tail light, I would assume. It'll go in the same way the old light came out, essentially, maybe. Just like that. And then that'll sit in there. There's no like nothing for it to like stick to or anything. So I'd assume the lens kind of holds it in. That's what I assume how that works. These lenses also, like, they're very tight fit to these lights. So I hope this actually does work the way it's supposed to. And it keeps getting sideways on me. Flat in there. Looks pretty flat. Alright, so Got the rear lights on. Still got to clean up my mess a little bit. Left my mess there, but super easy. Those LEDs, they just go back into the light socket the same way the halogen lights come out, and then the lenses pop right in. I'm a little bit worried about this one because it did look like maybe this housing is a little bit warped, but I can't tell for sure, but I hope that it stays in. Get some power going, and those are gonna look amazing. Absolutely amazing. Love it already. So let's move on to the fronts. All right, so doing the headlight now. There's just a screw underneath here. Outer shell piece. I wish I had a extension piece for this screwdriver that wasn't so long. Try it skinnier a bit, see if that does us any good. Probably not. All right. Try to start putting my tools back because I'm really bad about doing that. But this should come off. Maybe. Did I not get it all the way off? There we go. You're not going to tell me that's not all the way out now because I just pulled the screw out. So, I hope we don't need this because I don't want to put it back on. Oh, headlight just falls right out. Cool. So, there's our clamp, ring, decorative piece, and then the headlight falls right out of place, which should unplug just like that. Cool. Now, this light did come with another wire that is labeled as, I believe, the daytime running light. Let me grab the paper. So this is not instructions that came with this light. It just says product manual, and then there's no like actual information about it other than the size really and what each wire and piece of light is. But basically, yeah, that small light is the daytime running light, which should only be the middle piece, which would be cool if it lit up, but I also don't want to run the wiring for it because it would appear as if there's not an actual wire for it and it comes with wire to wire it in yourself, and I'm not trying to do all that, so we won't. But essentially it'll plug in maybe. Plugs in. Stick that up in there. Stick that in there. And there's nothing to hold it in, so we do have to use this stupid bracket again, which not a big fan of, but it's also whatever. I had it on there backwards, my bad. all the way around. And at the bottom, please. There we go. That should be on there. Gotta put this screw back on now though, which is the sucky part. All right, so I got turn signals mounted back up. This one's still super loose. Different bike just drove by. Let's see how they look. So, yep, I had a feeling this one probably wasn't going to connect. It looks like my ground wire is sticking out. I need to rewire it. But that looks awesome. We'll test turn signals here. Oh yeah, perfect. Turn signal back here. Oh yeah, love that. I think a Sportster 1200 just rode by. I think that's what that was. I don't know, could have been a Honda too, but man, that looks good. I just need to redo that wiring. But that's gonna be the end of this video. First time posting in a while. I know I said I was gonna try to make a video like every week or something like that this year, and it just didn't work out. I kind of got busy with work there for a while, and didn't have a lot of great ideas as far as videos go, so I didn't make very many videos, but I want to continue to try to, so that's why I made this video. So I've got this bike now that I can work on. You'll probably see it on the channel a lot more. I've got my other bike tucked away in the shed, which I bought some parts and stuff for, and I really want to show you guys that, but I want to get more of the stuff for that squared away because I don't really have anything to film for it at the moment. So for right now, you get to see me do stupid little stuff like lighting on this bike. This bike does need to go in the shop though. The stator doesn't do anything at all. So I have to plug it in every night, and I can only drive it so far before the battery just dies and the whole bike turns off. So at some point this has got to go to the shop to get a stator. I'm not doing that myself. I got a warranty for a reason. So yeah, we got LED lights on the dyna now. So catch me in the next video. Thanks. Bye.